Welcome to the setup guide for the Pulsar 3D Suction Blast Cabinet. This video is the first of a two-part series. It outlines how to set up the Pulsar 3D, while video 2 outlines how to begin operating the cabinet. This video covers preparing the cabinet for blasting, loading and unloading media, loading and unloading parts. Note that this video is not a replacement for reading the Pulsar 3D Suction Blast Cabinet Operations Manual, which should be read in full by anyone who uses the cabinet. Failure to comply with the instructions in the Operations Manual can result in severe injury or even death. Preparing the cabinet for blasting. Placing the cabinet and power module. Place the cabinet and power module in a convenient location where compressed air and electrical service are available. Allow full access to the doors and service areas. Connecting a compressed air supply line. Apply thread sealant to the male threads of an air fitting that is compatible with the air supply hose fitting and install it onto the half-inch NPT inlet filter located on the back of the cabinet. Connect a half-inch inner diameter or larger air line from the air source to the air fitting. To avoid the risk of injury from compressed air, install an isolation valve and bleed-off valve where the air supply is tapped into the compressed air system. This enables a lockout and tagout procedure and depressurization of the compressed air line before performing maintenance. Connecting compressed air to the dust collector. Connect the 1/8-inch brown urethane hose attached to the rear of the cabinet to the dust collector by sliding the hose onto the barb fitting. Connect the nylon tubing attached to the rear of the cabinet to the dust collector by sliding the hose into the compression fitting. Grounding the cabinet. Ground the cabinet and dust collector to prevent static electricity buildup. Attach external grounded wires from an earth ground to the grounding bolt on the rear of the cabinet and to the grounding bolt on the rear of the dust collector. Connecting the media hoses. Attach the clear media hose located at the back of the cabinet to the metering valve at the bottom of the reclaimer hopper by sliding the hose onto the barb fitting on the metering valve. Connect the flex hose to the cabinet hopper and reclaimer inlet. Tighten the worm clamps on both ends. Connecting the power cords. Plug the dust collector power cord into the socket at the rear of the cabinet. Plug the cabinet power cord into a grounded 115-volt outlet. Do not use electrical adapters that eliminate the ground prong on 115-volt plugs. Doing so can cause electric shock and equipment damage. Positioning the foot pedal. Place the foot pedal on the floor at the front of the cabinet. Loading and unloading media. Loading media. With the exhauster off, add clean, dry media by pouring it through the reclaimer door. Do not fill above the cone on the reclaimer. Refill only after all media has been recovered from the cabinet. Do not pour media directly into the cabinet hopper, as overfilling may occur. Overfilling will result in media carryover to the dust collector and possible blockage in the conveying hose. Unloading media. After all media is recovered from the cabinet, turn off the exhauster and place an empty bucket or other suitable container under the reclaimer. Unscrew the plastic plug from the bottom of the reclaimer, permitting media to flow into the container. After the reclaimer has emptied, reinsert the plug. Loading and unloading parts. Load and unload parts through the cabinet door. Parts must be free of oil, water, grease, or other contaminants that will clump media or clog the filter cartridge. Correct operation of Clemco's Pulsar 3D Blast Cabinet is necessary to protect blast operators and others in the vicinity of the cabinet from blasting and inhalation hazards that can cause severe injury or even death. The purpose of this video series is to familiarize viewers with how to set up and then begin operating the Pulsar 3D. However, this video series is not a replacement for reading the Pulsar 3D Operations Manual, which should be read in full by anyone who uses this machine.